If you are thinking of moving in with your significant other, or you're getting ready to, maybe you've made the plans, you said, yes, this is for us. We have a couple painful things you need to know about your partner before you do so. Like number one, be prepared for your partner to change.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. It is all fun and games when you guys both go home to your own houses. It's great, right? Like the snuggling is on point. The sexy time, if you're having it before you move in together, it's great. You can't get enough of each other because then you go home to your own spaces. When you move in together, you roll over and that person has the worst breath you've ever smelled in your life.
They're drooling on their pillow.
They're drooling on their pillow, or they have some disgusting bathroom habit that you didn't even know people did.
Yes.
But is that change, or are they you just notice
maybe your
it?
perception change?
Your perception of
Your
them.
perception
Because
change.
like you're not going to go over to your boyfriend or your girlfriend's house and be like, be right back. I'm going to go clip my toenails really quick in your bathroom.
Right.
What is it called when then that you move in together and things are that really thought once were like, oh, that's cute and fun, and then all of a sudden now bother the crap out of you?
Yeah, I mean, you have to be ready for reality.
Yeah.
You have to be
Nothing
prepared for that.
changed.
Nothing
It's just
changed.
your feeling changed about how you liked it.
Or you
Right.
just didn't see it. It's not like they were hiding it from you, but you had your own space and they're a real person. And the same way you're a real person and you fart and clip your toenails and, leave your beard trimmings and whatever. The change is that you now live together and those are both of your problems.
Right.
That's the change.
And that's why I tell myself, Jared, and not in a bad way, but when I think about these things that Katie's saying in my own relationship, I always start saying to myself, remember, if this was somebody new, what's that?
That will be all of our time.
That's playoff music.
Better wrap it up.
What is that?
Play it off.
That was a great point, Jason. Thank you.
That's what I was
Anyway.
saying.
Unfortunately,
I said not necessarily me, but if everybody thought like this, I'm sure Carol does too, my wife.
Yeah.
That if you think to yourself, you know what, these things are bothering me, these things have changed, my perception has changed, but the grass is not always greener because the next person you're going to get, it's going to happen the same thing, the things that bother you.
You don't even necessarily bother you that you just see for the first time. Like they're going to clip their toenails too.
Right.
They're going to blow their nose in a weird way too.
And you're on the grind. You're on the grind.
Yes.
I think one thing that could be like instructive is the fact, I just thought about this. You have rock bands.
Yeah.
Or any group. They're touring the world, just printing money.
Right.
And if it's a male rock band, which usually it is, they're sleeping around. They're having any woman that they want. And they just get sick and tired of each other. They're not even married to each other.
No.
Just spending that much time having the most fun ever.
Yeah.
Partying nonstop. And they're like, you know what? I don't want to be in a band with you anymore. I'll just give up $50 million
It
to
all
not
falls
see
apart.
you. You know what I
That
mean?
is true.
It's the human. It's human nature.
That is so. But although I will tell you this, and I'm going to go to my grave with this, I don't think women should fart in front of their husbands.
Oh, shut
Agreed.
up. No.
I think it's detrimental. For
You're the only one clapping.
No, Jared's clapping.
What's who I'm talking to? Oh.
Now I'm clapping too.
two of you.
Anybody else? Nobody?
Nope.
All right.
And the reason why is because of the perception of the beauty. So it's actually a compliment.
Yeah.
Because we in our eyes, guys have women are so like, nice and smell good. And,
Listen, no
and then all of a sudden it
offense.
just ruins it. Like, what happened?
Yeah,
I
no
agree with
offense.
that.
It's
A
the
permanent.
two males on the show.
Here comes the attack.
No, I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
saying. Hey, you said your piece. It's the two males on the show who have the most tumultuous relationships who agree with that.
Okay,
rude,
that's
Katie.
messed up. You're comparing
rude.
me to Jared, who's got 2 divorces?
I didn't compare. I said tumultuous. Okay, now that.
Okay, he only has one separation. That's not even fair, Katie. You
No,
only
but,
separated
I
one
mean,
time.
I've been 19 years married, which is longer than your marriage, and then you compare me to
I
tumultuous?
didn't compare.
I don't even know what that word means. What does that
don't
word
say it
mean?
either.
I don't know what that
Sound
word means.
good.
No one knows what that means.
Tumultuous.
What does it mean?
I don't know what your word means either.
It sounds like a Pokemon or something.
What is the word?
You can't put it into your phone if you can't
I
say
know.
it
What is
properly.
it?
Mulch-you.
It means drama-filled, unstable.
Volatile.
Volatile,
Yeah.
Okay, but
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but mine's not that volatile if I've been married for 19. Yes, we have our ups and downs. We have to fight.
The longevity has nothing to do with how volatile it is. No, it does
Because
not.
and I'm actually not wanting to be against you, Jason, because we were just on the same side. But
Yes.
Yeah.
Bill Cosby, Bill Clinton, Jay-Z,
What about?
Beyonce.
Just because they haven't met
they've been
them in
married
years.
for a long time and they like get cheated on nonstop. I mean, it's
They all have their issues.
We're not
insanity. Yeah.
cheating on each other and all that.
No,
I mean,
I'm
there's
just
the
saying.
ups and downs that no doubt.
And here's the thing: you can think it all you
Plus, I
want.
just got it in last night.
Jared
for the record.
casually compared you to Bill Cosby.
No, I didn't. I'm just saying.
Super
He didn't get mad about that.
He's probably
I
more
know.
upset
I was
about
thinking,
Bill
well, what's
Clinton.
worse?
Cosby, Clinton.
Yeah. I say a word he can't pronounce, and he's like, I can't believe
I
it.
mean, because you grouped me together like I have this awful marriage.
I didn't say you had
and
it.
just,
I
we have a lot
didn't.
of passion too. So
Okay.
there is a lot of passion.
Whatever you want to call it. The thing is that you think it, but I guarantee your wife farts in front of you all the
Yes.
time. So she also doesn't think
But
it.
what I don't like is the fact that I'm sleeping and I wake up not over the sound, the smell so bad,
Yeah, well.
it wakes me up.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, if I do it by accident, it's the worst thing I could possibly
That's
have
not
ever done.
fair.
Yes, exactly.
But
They-
maybe they smell so bad because she keeps them in so often, and that's why they slip out in the sleep. So it's
Yes.
just compounded smell. 'cause
I
it-
think,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think she does it more than me.
All right. Well, here's some other things, painful things you need to realize. If you are about to move in with each other, you have got to have your own space. I think the idea is, oh, we're moving in together and what's mine is yours and yours is mine. But if you can have a room, if you have space for it, or you have a space, or you just go for a walk on your own, you have your own hobbies, that is going to save you a lot of fighting and too much togetherness. Have your own space, your own hobbies.
Yeah, I think, the goal is what's weird is we're always taught, or at least in any religious background, that you're going to be one. You're going to be like one.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's the goal, but it's like one in purpose, which is different. And then I think that, and on top of, I think there's other scenarios, I think, because sometimes with women, they're, maternal by nature. So sometimes they take on like, they become your mother, and you're like, I got a mom. And, so anyway, you're your own person. I think people forget that. You're an individual. And they're an individual, and you made an agreement together.
But see, what
one usually tries to take over the other.
What you just said, though, is something that I think a lot of men will not admit or acknowledge. Yes, you have a mother. You have a mother.
And you ain't it.
And guess what? There's a majority of the women who are like, I am not your mother.
Right.
I'm not. And then they get resentful because then they find themselves having to do things around the house because it becomes comfortable. Well, she'll pick it up. She'll do my laundry.
Right.
She'll wash those
Well,
dishes.
she's a good wife, she would. But
Where's the playoff music for you?
My
Where's my
tumultuous-
button for you?
it's too short.
My tumultuous relationship, whatever,
still didn't get it
whatever
right.
it's called. I don't do that. I don't do that. We go through our things when I try to help out as much as I can.
Yeah.
But I will say this about the space thing. It does seem to me that women need more space physically, because when it comes to the bathroom, the sink,
The
her
closet.
area is bigger. The closet, it's always bigger, and it's always. It seems like a lot's going on over there. Where I have this tiny little sink, and it's all tidy. You know what I'm saying?
You have 2 sinks in your bathroom? Lucky.
Double
So
vanity.
rich. God. I only have one, and we share a closet. And it's small.
You're not a two-sinker?
I'm
No, we just
sharing
have
a
one
closet.
sink.
I'm sharing a closet,
Yeah.
but it's just her side is a lot more.
Oh, there's
I
sides?
think
You have
you mean-
sides to your closet?
All
That's
closets
weird.
do.
Is it on the 3rd floor or the
Not
4th?
mine. Mine's small.
Jason, they don't understand those two sinkers. Matt, you have 2 sinks?
Yeah, the hall bathroom I do.
Yeah.
The master
Dang.
bathroom has 1 sink for some
That's
reason.
weird.
It was
Nope.
weird design.
My house.
whole
That's the
bathhouse, too?
opposite of what I
Yeah.
have
Well,
now.
yeah.
That's odd. I've never seen that.
So like the bathroom that the guests would use have 2 sinks. You're never going to be in there with 2 people.
Wow.
And the master bathroom, 1 sink.
Hey, Squid, let's go wash your hands together.
That's so weird.
That is back. Maybe they put it in the master bathroom after the fact, because my house in Rhode Island has just 2 sinks and down the hall. There's no master bathroom. And anyways, my
Matt, you
point.
have 2. Oh, I'm sorry.
Katie's kitchen.
This is very
Yeah.
important, Jason. Squid, your new place, you got 2 sinks in your master?
Do I? No.
Uh-uh.
No.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
The have-nots, I guess. Got 2 sinkers and 1 sinker.
I will never know what it's like
Yeah.
to have 2 sinks in the master.
Such an
and for the
elitist.
record, I know you mean space physically and also space
Emotionally.
mentally.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I think everybody does. I mean, you just have to there's only so much togetherness. I mean, you made the point earlier, Jared, that like with a rock band, but the truth of the matter is that goes for any relationship.
Yes.
I mean, look at our show. Sometimes we live together for a weekend in,
Right.
in an Airbnb and we're like,
That's enough.
I would like to poop without everyone knowing what I'm doing. Do you know what I mean? Not Squid being like, I heard that bounce off the toilet bowl. I was like, oh my God. It was the worst.
Yeah.
So you just got to have
It's
your
human
space.
nature. Even your
Little
think of your
space.
best friend.
Yes.
If you spend too much time, you're like, ugh.
You gotta have to have a breather.
And they are your best friend.
Yep. And that's not a bad thing.
No,
But
it's not.
Jared over here is the one, and I'm still on your side, even though it doesn't seem it right now. Jared is the one that was so against like boys' weekend, and I think that's important too.
I do too.
Girls' time together or a night like Carol went out on Friday night to some thing they were having at some. I mean. Could have been that good. She was home pretty early, but anyway, she was. They did something.
Sometimes you just get tired
for a few hours, and I think that's good because that is the space, and it gives each other space too.
Yeah,
it reminds you of who you were before.
If you have kids, you can like bond with your kids at that time, one-on-one time.
It's a good thing to have your own space. And then finally, maybe you'll consider this painful. Something you need to know before you move in with your significant other is that you cannot expect the other person to read your mind. And so that means that and you should not be expected to read theirs. You have to state your appreciation for the things that they are doing, whether they do them to your standards, Jason, or not. You have to appreciate what they're doing.
And do you think, Katie, as a woman, that women are more guilty of assuming that their partner's going to read their mind? I hear that a lot from guys. Like, well, just tell me. And then you say, well, you're not. Like, I'm not in charge of telling you things. No, but like if there's something that's bothering you, like if you do something every day or don't do something every day and things seem to be going well, most people aren't going to think, I need to be doing something else.
Well, that's where the communication comes in.
But just tell us.
Yes.
And like, oh, okay.
But see, that's the yes. I understand your
they
thought.
They don't want us to fix it. That's another problem.
No,
Go ahead.
okay. Anyway. You can.
That's true.
That is the baseline of it, where it's like, well, you didn't tell me, so if you just tell me, then I can fix it, right? Or we can move
forward. Or I wasn't
forward.
aware it's bothering you.
But from a woman's perspective, it's like, I don't want to have to tell you everything.
Not everything.
I don't want to have to make a list of the things that
we
need
don't
to
want
be
a list.
done. But it's like, but then you come back, you're like, well, you didn't tell me.
But
I don't think you're an idiot. But I think you should use your own brain to take a look around the house and know what needs to be done.
Yeah, but it might be something that you think needs to be done and they don't. And vice versa.
That's
It'd be unfair if the guy did that to you. Like,
right.
Oh, you didn't X, Y, and Z. And you're like, I had no idea that was bothering. It's more like if it's something that's bothering you that you don't realize they're doing. Not just, hey, I don't know what to do every day. Make me a list.
Right.
But like,
But there are lots of men who are guilty and women of the same way too. But men who'll be like, well, you didn't tell me that I should have cleaned the bubble. And you're like,
oh, yeah, like common sense stuff. Right.
If I have to tell you, then I might as well just do it myself. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of frustration, but if you communicate it.
Are you like that at home?
No, I'm not. If anything, Ben's probably like, if you'd unball your socks, they would dry quicker, and I wouldn't have to put them back in the dryer.
You could leave anytime. You're right.
That's right. But I will say, I don't want to have to tell you all the things that we need to be doing.
But don't expect them to read your mind either. And be mad at something they're not doing if you don't communicate it to them.
Funny that we're on this subject because I was about to complain about something that happened over the weekend that I was really upset that I wanted to bring on the air.
Yeah?
But we had sexy time last night and everything's great now. So that's it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Even I am like, that'll solve it.
Yeah, really?
Yes.
It does.
It does. Sometimes it makes it if you have these feelings about you're annoyed or irritated or you're just like, I want to bring this up, whatever. And then you have the intimacy and you're not so worked up about it after.
No, I was even stubborn in church.
In church.
I was heavy breathing like I'm here because you told me to go.
So you were pouting.
Yeah, I was pouting.
He was pouty.
Yes. I felt underappreciated a little bit. But
see, wouldn't it be nice if Carol every once in a while said, hey, Jason, thanks for cutting the sandwiches or whatever, like packing the lunches.
Thanks for making a boatload of money so I can have party after party after party.
I'm
trying to think of something domestic.
For the record, I'm probably guilty of not vocalizing my appreciation too.
Oh, say it ain't so.
Oh.
So
take as long as you want on this one. No playoff music's coming.
Go ahead.
So I'm not as much for the vocalization of even. And I should be more vocal and appreciate the things. In fact, I'm going to send a text message because of the sexy time. It changes everything. But what I would rather have instead of the vocalization of the appreciation is when I'm doing something that should be appreciative, talk about, what's taking you so long, or why are you still out there? That type of thing.
Oh, yeah.
But, or why would you do that? I'm like, because water will be pouring into the house tomorrow if I don't. So I have to put a drain under the ground. That type of thing. But, yeah, I mean, I probably don't vocalize it that much. I should more.
Okay.
We all could probably do better at that.
Yes, and at work too. Just if we're making notes.
Yeah.
Katie.
Just what?
Yeah.
I do it a lot.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay. Just maybe to our faces.
Name the top 10 things you like about me right now, Jason.
To our faces.
I do.
Okay.
I do, Katie.
All right.
I was talking about how well you posted on the social media not too long ago.
Well, that's nice. That is
and I don't
lovely.
remember one compliment you've given me
I didn't know you said it was nice.
in years. In years.
Yes.
Years. Okay, go ahead.
I'll work on that.
No, it's okay.
I will.
I'm used to it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the time that Katie's given Jason a compliment.
Never.
When
Well,
we do
except
on
when it
the
was
air.
forced.
No,
on
not when we're forced, just in
When we
general.
do on
like-
the air.
You like him with a hat?
Oh, that
That
was
was a
one.
long time
Year-
ago,
That was
though.
like
Yeah,
10
that
years ago.
was. That was.
Oh, it was forced. It was during a
It was
segment.
forced.
Yeah.
Why was that forced?
Huh.
No, it was on the air, I think. Like, if you had a name.
No, well, I remember the day I walked in a hat. She was like, "Ooh." I'm
No.
like, oh, what?
No.
Wow.
No.
It was.
No.
A little
That's exactly how it went.
No, that is not at all how that went.
A little bit.
No,
It wasn't
didn't.
like, oh, it was just like, oh, I really like you in a hat.
You know, one of the things I really, really pride myself on is having zero lust for any of you guys in my heart.
You're proud of that.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
I mean, it's
bold.
just because it's the truth. I'm living my
I think
truth.
I have a clip of it. Jason's hat. Jason's hat. I really like the Patriots. Like, calm down.
You know what? In Jason's mind, that is how it went.
It was not, Kate.
That's
When
every
it went
guy's
in
mind.
reality, I was like, sweet hat. Or
Okay.
if I even said that, I probably just looked at you.
Okay.
Yeah. Compliments are good.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what we're saying here.